I think this show just made a One Piece fan out of me. You know, I've seen a few anime live action adaptations over the years. From passable ones like the Death Note TV show and Compulsive Gambler to good ones like Tokyo Ghoul and Bleach to fantastic ones like the 4 out of 5 live action Moroni Kenshin movies. I hated the beginning. The movie, the beginning, that is. And finally, to the ones that were absolute dog shit, such as Dragon Ball Evolution, Full Metal Alchemist, and Attack on Titan. And let's not even talk about pick a Death Note movie. Notice I said movie, not the TV show, just to be clear. So imagine my surprise and skepticism when I heard they were making a One Piece live adaptation. I thought, oh my god, if this isn't good or at least decent, they could set the anime community on fire. Now, I'm not the biggest One Piece fan. Well, I was back in the day, back when the dub first came out back in 2004, 2005 ish. That's the last time I saw it. Yeah, the last time I seen One Piece, there were 6 Straw Hat Pirates. Now there's like 15 or some shit, I don't know, but I plan to find out. It's not like I stopped liking the show. It's just that I missed a few episodes, and then a few turned to 50. 50 turned into 100. Next thing I know, I was like 900 episodes behind. So I figured, I might catch up to it one day. Like if I break my leg and I'm bedridden for like a week, then I'll finally get back into One Piece. But after watching this live action adaptation, I think I'm gonna stop making excuses and just catch up. But enough about me. Let's get back to the review. Now, I just have to mention something. This show has some huge shoes to fill because the One Piece fan base is stupid crazy, full of psycho motherfuckers. Well, you kind of have to be to watch 1,000 episodes of television or God knows how many manga volumes and still crave more. Look at the fucking Gear 5 shit. That damn near broke the fucking internet. So, needless to say, there was a lot riding on this show being good. I mean, it had to be a hit. And they was able to condense 45 20-minute episodes into 8 episodes that were an hour long. And I have to say, they did a pretty decent job doing that. Now, I'm not going to go into every little detail about what they got right or what they got wrong for 2 reasons. Like I said, I'm not that much of a One Piece fan. And 2, this video will be like over an hour long. And I ain't got that kind of fan base. So I'm going to just briefly go over my likes and dislikes like I usually do. For one, I like the actors. Almost each and every actor felt like their anime slash manga counterparts. Luffy felt like Luffy. Hats off to that actor. No pun intended. Nami felt like Nami. And Sanji felt like Sanji. The only ones I had a bit of a problem with were Zoro and Usopp. I recognize the actor who plays Zoro. because he was in Rurouni Kenshin the final. And he did a fantastic job in that movie, playing Rurouni Kenshin's brother-in-law. But at first, I just thought he looked a little too young to play Zoro. Then I looked up One Piece on Wikipedia, and I found out that Zoro was supposed to be 19 at the beginning of the anime. Seriously. Like Martin Lawrence and Will Smith said in Bad Boys 2, nigga, you look at least 30. I mean, they could have gotten somebody a little more rugged and a little less pretty. But with that being said, the actor did do a pretty decent job. He almost felt like Zoro to me, like 80%. I don't know if I want to get into Usopp. That feels like a topic for another video. I mean, nah, I'm just not gonna get into it. As far as the other actors in the show, or at least the ones that I recognize from the anime, they did a pretty decent job too. I would even say they did a pretty good job. But the MVP of this show, actually I had two, but I'm going to stamp this man as the MVP. And that was the guy who played Arlong. Swear to God, he did a better job than the English dubbed actor from the anime. Big, menacing, and made me take that character very seriously. Seriously, that dude needs to play villains more often. Another thing I liked about this show was that it felt really silly. Just like an anime is supposed to feel, in my opinion. Or at least One Piece. That's how One Piece is supposed to feel. Silly, yet serious. And that's more of a kudos to the actors again, because they took their job very seriously, and the writers kept a very silly tone, and that's just one reason why, one more reason why I love this adaptation. Some anime adaptations try to change the tone from the original source material, but they kept the anime silliness and didn't fuck it up like Dragon Ball did. And I really appreciate that. It's another huge reason that why this show was really fun. Now for my dislikes, the budget really showed in this show. I mean, you could tell that it was really straining the atmosphere of the show at times, especially in the fight scenes. And how a lot of the characters did kind of look like cheap cosplay, but they got pretty much all the important characters right. Especially Arlong. I will defend Arlong's look until the end of time. But that probably goes more towards the actor. I can overlook the flaws of the costume if the acting is on point. So, yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, that was probably my only flaws with, or my only dislikes with this live action adaptation. I know other One Piece fans might point out the little things they didn't add, or things they took away, or things they might have changed. But I'll To them, I'll just say this. It's hard enough doing a live action adaptation. I mean, it's not like this company has a fucking Disney budget. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have an in-game budget to where they can just make all your wildest dreams come true with live action. They did the best they could do with the budget that they had, relying mostly on the acting. Because the acting wasn't selling, I don't think this show would have done as good as it did. So, I just say, cut them some slack. I mean, it could have gone so much worse. And you know it. In conclusion, I had a lot of fun with this show, from beginning to end. This is what I look for when I look for new anime. And this show reminded me why I was a One Piece fan back in the day. Hell, I even played the classic PS2 game. So, solid B+, recommended. I think One Piece fans will enjoy it. I think people who haven't seen the anime will still enjoy it. Along with those of us who fell off from the anime. You know, after missing 900 episodes saying fuck it. Hell, I think people who don't even give a shit about anime will enjoy this TV show. This motherfucker was gom good. Check it out if you haven't seen it.